So many people are trapped, not by poverty, but by misinformation. In this insightful conversation held at the Semanhyia Learning and Development Farm, Fred and financial literacy expert Obeng Darko dive deep into the myths that are quietly sabotaging financial growth. From the false belief that you need to be rich to invest, to the idea that farming is for the uneducated, they challenge everything we've been conditioned to believe. If you've ever second-guessed your ability to build wealth, this is the conversation that will shift your perspective and possibly your future. Do not forget to let us know how this conversation has been for you in the comment section. Let's share knowledge and ideas together. And as always, do not forget to subscribe to the Farming in Africa YouTube channel and do follow us across all the other social media platforms as well. Thank you for subscribing, and let's do this journey together. Enjoy this session. Mr. Obeng Darko, once again, thank you for your time. And when I mentioned seminars, webinars, I know it's something you are actively doing, and thank you so much for the knowledge you are sharing. A question comes to mind because in all of these gatherings, you meet people, different perspectives, different mindsets. What would you say are some of the most erroneous financial conceptions you have met? Because once we actually get to know, oh, this conception I have about finance is bad, then I can actually correct it by listening to the correction you are giving me. So of all the people you've met, the gatherings, what are some of the commonest financial misconceptions out there, sir?
That when they get big money, then they will start.
That's a good one.
You don't wait for big money to start. You start with what you have. Yes. You want to invest, start with what is in your hand. You want to do business, start with what is in your hand. And then not being able to track the money that comes to you. Wow. You should be able to tell us the whole of last year how much money came to you and where that money went. If you know 100%, at least 50%. Where did that money go?
Yeah.
So you have a provision shop. You should be able to write every sales you make, and when you go to bring things from the town, you write them as well, so that you when you subtract or you add them, you can know that the money went where it is. And you hear a lot of people say, so when you start to write every money that you spend, you see that you are spending a lot of money, and all along maybe you thought you didn't have any money, but many times you had money.
Interesting.
You know, because you see even our brothers and sisters selling in the street. If they write every sales they make every day, you put them at the end of the month. Some of them will be making 10,000 or even more. I heard a story of a woman who makes soap, liquid soap, and she sells them. Or pomade, something like that. She sells them on the head, you know, in the, somewhere. And she's been doing it for a while, and now she wants to go to China to import a machine. And she went to this forest brewer man, and the woman will say, I need $30,000. So in the mind of the person, but how can you have $30,000? The man and the mind, the lady. You know, so because if the lady has $30,000, it means that she's a good keeper of money, and she knew how much she needed to bring that. You are hoping to become rich, and even you don't know where the whole year, where the money that has come to you went. It means it's a skill that is just like a farmer or the things that you do here. The goat, how you breed them, how you take care of them. There are processes that you follow so that you can be sure of the end results. Many people don't have any process they follow with their money. They don't track it, they don't keep it. Even if when you want to borrow, they just borrow anything. You go to these companies that they say, oh, you can borrow on their app. But how much interest are you paying? So people can even borrow at 5%, 10% a month, and they don't even know that they are paying that. And then they go into trouble all the time. You know, so track the money, have a plan for the whole year or the whole month, the whole week. If your child goes to this school and you can't afford it, don't go and pay, because then you know. So how much does it take for you and your family to live every month? You should know. And how much do you make? So that you can always drop the standard. If you can't drop the standard, then increase how much you make. You know, so many people just, there was a gentleman who called me the other time. He said that, oh, I was doing so well when I was single, but when I'm married and we gave, I can't see my money. I said, what are you saying?
for me, I saw Farming in Africa on Facebook, and I have been their number one subscriber. I follow them on all the other handles. So please, everybody should follow them on YouTube, Facebook, all the other handles, and I'm sure they will enjoy.
Where is the money going?
The woman came with a cost. Your son or your daughter is a cost. That's right. That's life. You know, it comes with responsibility. So being able to account for your money is key, what they call budget. And sometimes even having goals for your money. When do you want to reach 1 million in terms of sales? At what age do you think you can get that? So if your business is making 100,000 a month, it means that your business is making at least 1 million a year. That's a good goal to have. Actually, you know, so the whole year, how much money do you think you should make? You tell yourself. So if you're making 1,000, it means that the whole year you make 12,000. And if you want to make 50,000, then you have to know how much do I have to make every month, how much do I have to make every week. It's systemic. You have to be very much intentional. You cannot fight poverty when you're dreaming. You have to be intentional to say, this is how much I need, you know.
I feel like maybe I should just clap. That was really eye-opening, and I love what you said, especially about accountability. The first you said, don't wait and say what, and when I get money, I'll start. You wait. And the second one, you really expounded on being accountable, know where your money is going, what you are doing with the money, and your plans for the money. I love that. Now, back to you. And this reminds me of something you said recently at the boot camp and webinars we organized recently, because I heard you tell aspiring livestock farmers that, hey, do you know if you take your record keeping seriously, there are organizations now that exist that just want to know how accountable you are with your money so they can provide you with some support. And I feel like you have lived it. And so please throw some more light on that for us. Thank you.
I think, I remember that sentence because I was telling them of something I have to learn the hard way, which is, whoever thought that starting a goat farm, people will even care about supporting you. But yes, most of the time the support doesn't come due to our environment. But I've also realized at a certain stage that some support did exist, but lack of knowledge. Most of us are not privy to that, and therefore we end up struggling and dragging ourselves and thinking we are in just by ourselves. I think, and that was the message I was sharing with the aspiring farmers, that as a farmer, you know, we Africans, we have a habit of, we are very uncomfortable when people start looking into our books. No. Why you want to see my bank account?
You've met people like that.
You don't want to see.
But the thing is, it's not you. It's your business. You need to separate yourself, your emotion from your business. Right? You can always try to work your way around Uncle Sam, which in Ghana is what, GRA. But when it comes to business dealing, even for somebody to invest, for somebody to come on board, they will need to see your books. So separate your personal account from your business account. And I think in agriculture, one thing I've realized is that there is a lot of funding, but the actual farmers that are doing the actual work are not sitting there writing proposals. But the people sitting in office that are educated and in tie and suit are the ones who have crafted the right words to write, the right organizations to send to make the money. Reminds me of something. I was at an airport and I saw this group of people. I was flying with them. Where are they going? They are going to the north. What are they going to do? They are going to engage tomato farmers and stuff. I said, how many of you? About 16 or 20 of them. Like, do you know if you put all your flight money together, the impact it will make in that farmer's life, right? So they take these finances and they come and they just capacity building, taking pictures of the people doing the actual work that need the money to do it. Right? So it's time we encourage farmers to take the bold step. If you are knowledgeable, educated enough to come for a boot camp or to watch videos, be knowledgeable enough to research what grants are available. GIZ, World Bank,
MasterCard.
Now we don't know. MasterCard has a lot of programs out there that are looking for people like you that are doing the work. So I think sometimes lack of information also limits our growth.
Yeah.
So as we're growing in this industry, there are people out there who are willing to help. Let's share our work. Let's look for them.
Yeah.
And I think we will find them and they will bring the support. Yeah. We are too tough sometimes as Africans that on ourselves. And it's good. It's good. If it doesn't come, great. But if it is there, let's not be too timid or naive and let it pass by. Otherwise, it will end up in the wrong hands. Free money there.
The way Mr. Obeng Darko agreed to what you said about how people don't want eyes into their finances, it was so funny because now I'm wondering if you come to Mr. Obeng Darko that I need you to help me with my finances, and you are not at the same time open to letting him know how the state your finances is in. How then would you get the help? So have you met people like that, and how did you help them?
Yeah, what do you want to ask? Is their money? But they want your money.
So how did you end up helping such people?
It's an attitude that when we struggle.
I see.
We struggle. You want to be very secretive with what you have.
Yeah.
At the same time, you want somebody to support what you have.
Input, yes.
Then maybe you can beat the person one time, but second time you can't. And it's because many times we think that it's only for us. And that's the reason many people, when they owe, they don't even want to pay. Because they don't take that thing as, they don't take as character. The people that I know, my friends that have been able to build business over time and have been able to build it based on their own strength and ingenuity with some character, have been people that are very much open-minded, if you want. If they owe you, they will pay. They don't forget those things, you know. But the other ones who continue to struggle, because they think that if they owe you, that's the end. You know, so it's a character thing. They say if you're very much honest and fair and you want money from somebody and they said, okay, I want to see how much you sold last month. Who do you owe? How do you spend the money? Who did you pay? If you want money and you understand it, you know that, you know, it's fair. If you want to take money from somebody, they have the right to also ask you questions. So if you're not keeping it, then why would you go and show them, you know?
In a nutshell, be open to receive knowledge and help. Because if you are closed up, it'll be difficult, you know, for somebody to make that input. So open yourself up, okay? And I promise you today, we're not just going to hear book knowledge. We're going to literally hear what these gentlemen have learned. And from what Mr. Frempong just said, obviously you should know it's something he has lived. For him to say that he has met people who are so good with words, but honestly the impact to the real people is not felt. That is the narrative we want to change. And you've also heard from Mr. Obeng Darko. In fact, this session started with him because I asked him, of all the people he has met, what are the most common misconceptions in finance? And then that led us down this path, and it's been very eye-opening, I must say. I want you to continue to stay tuned because this is not the end. Not at all. No, it can't be the end. Because what is coming next, maybe after this session, you will find Mr. Obeng Darko and go pay him, even though you got it free on the YouTube channel of Family in Africa and on other platforms.